I felt if I didn't say anything, then I'd be stressing on the business performance, not them. I felt if I didn't say something, then I'd be the one stressing about the business performance, not them. If that is you, if you have ever thought that as a business owner or as a business manager or a department leader, then this show is for you, because we're going to talk about 5 strategies in order to work with individuals on improving their team performance. I am coming to you live from this glorious place, Jiroa, 2 hours south of Sydney. It is gorgeous, but there are flies galore. So if you are from overseas and you're watching this and you see me do this, this is what we call the Aussie salute. That is the Aussie salute as we wave flies away. So today, welcome to JT in the Raw show 166, where I chew the thin on business. And after 30 years in business, I've got just a few thins to chew. And this show has been inspired by conversations I had this week with a number of old clients, new clients. It was almost like it was the theme of the week, and it was about performance of our team members. And when a team member drops the ball a little bit. So today, 5 strategies to manage, to lead your team when there's poor performance. And these strategies are designed to prevent the situation getting worse. These flies are horrendous. Maybe it's just because I've been for a run and I'm sweaty as. All right, so let's talk about these 5 strategies. 5 strategies when you have an individual who is not performing to the best of their ability. Now remember, when the team is not performing at their best ability, then it's affecting our business. And for how long can we let this occur? So these are strategies to get on the front foot, to be proactive and to work with our team. So the first one is the one that I think is the most relevant for the fitness industry. The first one for me is particularly relevant in the fitness industry because you guys are all so bloody nice. But often in business, we're afraid that if we have a tough conversation with someone, that they may in fact leave. So number 1 of these strategies to improve poor performance is don't delay the conversation. Don't delay the conversation. When you wait too long to have one of these tough conversations, the behavior starts to become a habit. So when we wait too long, we've then got to break the habit to get back to the good performance. You see, when we wait too long, employees get a completely false impression of how their performance is going. They think they're doing a great job, we don't. There becomes this agonist-antagonist relationship between us and the employee, and we feel awkward. They don't feel awkward, but we feel awkward as leaders. So just by having incidental conversations or a casual conversation with someone or formalizing that conversation is okay, but don't delay. As soon as that performance starts to slip or those KPIs start to slip, you've got to step in. So the first strategy that you want to improve is getting on the front foot. Don't delay those awkward conversations. Number two, don't bullshit. Don't bullshit. When you're sitting down with that team member, you need to be honest, you need to be clear, and you need to be frank. You need to be honest, clear, frank. Honest, clear, frank. Honest, clear, frank. What do you need to be?
Honest, clear, and frank.
Honest, clear, and frank. You can't be vague. You cannot be vague with people. You got to tell them exactly what's happening. Okay, tell them where they lack their performance. I need you to tell them the standards that they need to improve. You need to be specific around that. And it needs to be a two-way conversation. It needs to be a two-way conversation. No, Susie, it's not a metaphor. It's actual bullshit. We don't want to bullshit to our team. We want to be honest with them. We want to be clear and we want to be frank. Tough conversations like this have a massive impact on our business, But if you're not comfortable giving them, then you need to role play. You need to practice these before you actually have them. So this is your role as the leader of the business, is that you need to practice. You need to be clear in your mind what you're going to say in that conversation. If when you're going to have these tough conversations, you're prepared to invest some time to get your shit together so that you don't bullshit. So that you can be clear, you can be concise, and you can be frank with them. Honest, clear, and frank. That's what the conversation has to be. Number three is follow through. Too often we have conversations about performance and then we just let it go. Let it go. And we don't follow through. We don't follow through. Ladies and gentlemen, oh, those flies are killing me, Scott Robertson. They are absolutely killing me. Okay, number 3, follow through. Too often we have these conversations and then afterwards we don't follow through. And so therefore the whole effort that we've gone to goes pear-shaped. As the leader of your business, as the leader of your department, or as a leader of a team, it is our responsibility, after we've had that tough conversation, to then follow through with our team. So we have to be clear in that conversation of what is the goal that we're trying to achieve. Good morning, Lance. Yeah, it is the Aussie salute, the Aussie wave. We have to be clear on the goal. We have to be clear on the time frame. We have to be clear on the measurements. And we have to be clear on the meeting that we're going to have during that timeline. So let me give you those 4 things again, because this is how you must finish that tough conversation. All right, number 4. Number 4 is something that we have to do as leaders. Do I like it? No. Do I love it? Definitely not. But it's a necessity in business. And it would be negligent of me not to tell you this. But number 4 is you must document everything. You must document every conversation you have. You want to have it in a diary. You want to have perhaps signed agreements. You want to have email correspondence. This is your responsibility as the leader, and do not miss this step. Document every conversation. Document it, document it, document it. You have to have this. And often as leaders, often in our business, we get too busy to do this sort of stuff. But this is the shit that makes us makes us our downfall. We don't want to have a legal situation coming up. And number 5 was easy. Number 5 is this one. This type of management of our team takes leadership. It takes courage, and it takes discipline. The average leader or the average manager will not go to this effort. If you truly want to keep a team member, then number 5 is you need to have the courage to have these conversations. Now, these strategies that I talk about are simply skills. They are skills that you need to develop as a leader. Now, if you're not sure how to do this, reach out and ask for help. Reach out to people like me as a coach. Reach out to a mentor. Reach out to somebody you know who does this really well, and have a conversation with that person so that you can get some tips, some skills. It takes discipline to stay on topic, not to go off on a tangent. And it takes courage to have these tough conversations. There are lots of people that can help you with this, but this is about leadership development. Check out this view. What do you reckon? This is downtown Jiroa, 2 hours south of Sydney, and it is absolutely gorgeous. Ladies and gentlemen, you've been tuned to JT and the Raw, show 166, where I chew the thin on business. And this week, it's about 5 strategies for you to have tough conversations about poor performance. Ladies and gentlemen, JT and the Raw, show 166, coming to you live from Jiroa. If you love the show, tag someone below. No, seriously. If you know anybody that you think could benefit from this show, please tag them in the comments below. I'd be super grateful if you share the show. Either hit the share button or tag someone below for a specific person that you think could benefit from the show. And also, if you weren't aware, The Fitness Industry Technology Summit is back. It's back in 2020. We are, I think it's the 26th and 27th of August next year. And so next week I'm starting to obviously get some preparation around that happening. Ladies and gentlemen, you've been tuned in to JT and the Raw. Let me move away from the camera and just have one last look at this amazing view. How terrific is it? It is absolutely drop dead gorgeous. And I'm going to spend the weekend here chilling out. Just chilling out. Now, before we go, one last announcement. Quote of the week. You know I love this bit. Quote of the week. A confident and clear conversation can ensure it leads to a constructive, respectful, and successful result. Let me say that one more time. A confident and clear conversation can ensure it leads to a constructive, respectful, and successful result. You've been tuned to JT and the Raw, show 166. Have an awesome long weekend if you're here in New South Wales, no matter where you are in the world. I hope it's a great Friday and an awesome weekend. And I will catch you on the flip side.